Hi, I'm Gord from the Woodland Mills Tech Department, and today we are introducing our new hour meter with built-in tachometer. So the accessory comes, as you see here, in the box. You get your hour meter, a battery that you have to install, and a couple of brackets for routing your wires. Also comes with some detailed instructions. Wrenches that may be needed or tools would be your 13 millimeter wrench and a socket, a half-inch, will work just as well. First, we want to remove the plastic tubing from the brass fitting down there. It can be a little tight at times. I've loosened that one up. And then bring your tubing over your clip, because that clip will be replaced with the new bracket. Now we can remove the clip. We're going to need that bolt. The clip can be put aside. Now we will come around. First, I like to just loosen the nut first. Because it's a lock nut, you will need to hold the bolt on the other side. Here's my nut, which will be put back on. Pull that washer off. Now the bracket can be installed. Okay, like we said, the battery comes separate, so this is a good time to install the battery. I have a quarter here. You could use a screwdriver just to remove the back. And I give the cap about a quarter turn, and then that will loosen up, come out, and then we can install the battery. Place the cap, tighten it in. Okay, now we'll install the hour meter, and I have the bolt that I removed. You can just go in, give that a tighten. We have our 13 millimeter wrench here. Hold it so it stays square. And tighten. Now we're able to put our hose through the back hole here and back down to our fitting. Okay, so now I'm going to install the L bracket. So I'm just going to use my hand to hold the bolt on the other side. Slide the L bracket on using my nut and washer that I took off. I'll just spin that on. Now I have my ratchet and my wrench. Right, let's get that ratchet on there because this is a lock nut. We're just going to take it to a very slight snug. Then we can orient our bracket, proper position, and give it some tightness. So now I'm going to route the wires through the grommet. So I've got a little bit of dish soap in a cup here so that if the grommet is a little sticky, I can put a little dish soap on the grommet. That'll help the wire to feed in smoothly. Okay, so now we're going to feed the cable through the grommet, and I've put a little bit of dish soap on the grommet just to make it feed smoothly. If I start feeling resistance on that grommet, I can always add just a bit more soap. And now we can feed it over to the other side. Okay, now I'm going to remove this forward bolt here, which will be from my second bracket. I have my second bracket here. Now I'll feed the wire through the grommet from the bottom up. Now the wire can be wrapped around the spark plug. Okay, so now I'll remove the spark plug cover, and this is where I will be wrapping the wire. There's an exposed piece of the cable there, and now we can put 3 to 4 loops around. 2, there's 3. Let's go to 4. Now 4 loops of wire. I now have a tie wrap that I can use to secure the wire. Hold the wire. There we go. Now that I got that on there, get my wire a nice coil and tighten it in place. Now we can hook it back up. Now to set the device, you simply press on the 2 buttons simultaneously, and you will bring up a row of 9s. When those 9s turn into 0s, you release, and you should have a double 0. Now that concludes the installation of the hour meter, and I hope this has been helpful. I'm Gord from Woodland Mills. Have a good day.